Yes, people, welcome back, and we're back again. Liverpool 2, Wolves 1. This is the match reaction as Liverpool do beat Wolves at Anfield by 2 goals to 1. My God, that last 20 plus minutes was probably the most nerve wracking of the season, and I think that really did filter to everyone watching and the people inside the ground as well. And you can proper tell like the ground was like moaning, it was going quiet and stuff like that. It was a nerve-wracking game, I can't lie. The first half, we saw some lovely football in that first half. um Liverpool did score by a penalty and by Lucho Diaz himself. So let's get straight into it. Obviously, Liverpool won by 2 goals to 1. Here are some of the stats of the game. Liverpool had 10 shots to Wolves at 16, 50-50 on possession. But you can see for the first, you probably 35 minutes up until when Liverpool did score the second goal, it was all Liverpool in the momentum. And then obviously the second half dominated heavily by Wolves. I believe, did we actually have any shots in that second half? There was a point in the game where Wolves had 10 shots on their own. Liverpool didn't even have a shot. But yeah, Lucho Diaz did score. Lovely ball over the top into Lucho Diaz. He gets played in. Jose Sarr comes rushing out. He does get fouled on the actual penalty, but you could argue there was a collision a little bit with the Wolves player. Was that a penalty? A lot of people were debating online and obviously the commentary as well. Me personally, I think you're going to see those little gifts of like pushing and shoving in a build up to a goal, to be honest with you. Otherwise, a lot of goals would get ruled out. I could understand why it would be given, because it is leading up to a big penalty moment. Of not penalty, sorry, where Lucho Diaz is clean through. I can understand it, but I do think it's a 50-50 one, which whatever your opinion is your opinion, but I think it was just okay for Lucho Diaz. Obviously, Matt Doherty got booked. Victor Vieira got booked. Kanate did get booked. My God, he did have a bit of a bozo game in that first half. Giving away his passing was poor. He had some stupid decisions where he was picking up the ball and just driving into midfield and then just losing it. I'm like, what are you doing? Just play it simple. Do your basics. It just looks a bit on edge today, Ibrahim Kanate. And then obviously he did get hooked at halftime for Jarrell Kwanzaa, who put in two big challenges in that game to get us over the line. Then Mohamed Salah did get the penalty. Again, was it a foul on Diaz to be brought down? I mean, look, it is a penalty, in my opinion. And obviously, Emmanuel Abadou gets booked. Then it's half time. We were thinking half time, brilliant half, no complaints. And then we keep going a bit more. Salah did score, but it was offside in the build-up. What a finish and what a touch that was by him, but it was offside. Right decision. And you keep going, and obviously Jota had a penalty call with the Wolves defender, and I'm like, if I'm Jota, it actually doesn't look like there's much contact. It doesn't look like there's much contact by Jota, and I'm just like, mate, stay on your feet, stay on your feet. And to be honest, Jota probably bags that as a chance. To be honest with you, and I'm just like, stay on your feet and you bag it in, mate. But he decides to go down, and then if he bags it 10 minutes later, look what happens. Mateus Cunha does score for Wolves, and that's when the pressure is just piling on ever since that moment. And it was coming for Wolves. A really good finish by Cunha, and another game where he shows up for Wolves. And there's no surprise because he is a quality player. Virgil does get booked, and then we keep going on. Wolves having more waves and waves of attack, and Liverpool just, that's where the crowd and everybody, as a fan, it kind of just seeks into the players a little bit, where there was a lot of nervous moments. And ever since Wolves scored, that's where the nervous moments started to really did appear. Because obviously we had the cushion of the 2-0. Virgil gets booked. Endo comes on really smart by on a slot there. I thought Endo was brilliant coming on with that, half an hour about just under half an hour to play plus added time. He wins an unbelievable foul with like 2 minutes to go. That genuinely felt like a goal. When Endo won that foul on the edge of the cop near the corner flag, that with like 2 minutes to go, minute to go, that genuinely felt like a goal and relief. Brilliant by Wataru Endo in that second half. I thought he did give away a couple of stupid fouls, but he did his job ultimately. And then obviously Liverpool did see it out. My man in the matches. Round back. And then obviously Liverpool did see it out. So Bosley, man of the match, I thought he was brilliant. Salah did his job. Diaz again looked brilliant off the left, in which is why I want to see him back on the left more. I'm all right with him in the central role, like against teams like Tottenham, West Ham, who play expansive highline football, where Diaz can capitalise. But when against sit block back teams, low block and stuff like that, I don't want to see Diaz down the middle. I want to see a recognised number 9 and a player that can actually play through the middle, as in Diego Jota. I thought Robertson used his experience brilliantly in that second half. Same with Alexis McAllister. Alisson made some huge saves, but that one where Wolves are clean in and Alisson comes out, makes the saves. Then he had to get a bit of treatment on his leg. I thought Alisson's a contender for man of the match. I thought some of the saves he made in the second half were vital. There's a couple of times where I'm like, Alisson, just catch the ball, mate. So just punching it out and you're inviting more pressure. As for Wolves, I thought Nori was causing problems. Obviously, Cunha as well. So Wolves did set up a good account of themselves today. And obviously the subs for Liverpool, Jarrell, I thought he was good in that second half. Conor Bradley soaked up the pressure a lot of the times in that second half. Darwin did nothing. And then obviously Endo won a couple of fouls in that second half. And obviously now you go to the Premier League table. As for Wolves, quickly, they are still 2 points above the relegation zone in Ipswich and Leicester City. As for Liverpool, they go back 7 points clear of Arsenal. And now we do go on to Aston Villa and they go on to West Ham after they beat Leicester City. So Liverpool do get the job done. They do see it through. Mohamed Salah, again, just breaking records everywhere he goes. Like, unbelievable he is. And let me find the tweets. I think Fabrizio tweeted it. Let me find the tweet by Fabrizio. Yeah, 20th goal of the season for Mohamed Salah today, 47 in all competitions. Simply ridiculous. Paying what he wants. He steps up when we need him. But yeah, Liverpool do get over the line, people. And they beat Wolves by 2-1. We'll be back tomorrow talking a bit more about the game, talking a bit more about the Arsenal game. But this is just a quick match thoughts on the game. But real quickly before I do, I'm going to give my man of the match as I just speak about some of the players. First off, I'll give it to Szoboszlai or Diaz. I'm going to give it to... it's a tough one. Alisson, Szoboszlai, Diaz. I'll give it to Diaz. Yeah, I'll give it to Diaz. I thought he's had a lot of scrutiny in recent weeks. Thought he had a really good game today, but I think there's some contenders with Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, Salah, Alisson, But Liverpool do get over the line and they beat Wolves by 2-1. Up the Reds, smash the likes. Our next game is now Aston Villa on Wednesday in another important game. Until then, take care. Over and out.